Okay. Let's watch this match. Let's see what happens. De Minaur versus Alcaraz. Let's see. Let's see what happens. It is what it is. Also, I'm going to give you a warning that apparently there might be power outages because of the heat. So I'm just going to tell you now that is a possibility because it's really hot and everybody's at home using their aircon. So that could happen too. I love streaming at the time that everybody else is awake. It's so great. So yeah, so just bear in mind if everything shuts down, it might be because of that. So yeah. Did I see what, Cam? Did I see what? Oh, Coco smashed a racket? I didn't see that. But what happened? Did she do it? Did she do it after the match or did she do it? Destroys racket backstage. Oh, really? Okay. Big deal. What do you want me to do? Good. Good for her. She was pissed off. Nothing wrong with that. The thing that was wrong with that is that it got caught on camera. I think that's a private moment like that is now going to be scrutinized by people that weren't supposed to see it. That's the problem with that. But I have no problem with Coco smashing a racket like that to pieces because that was a frustrating match for her. And if there wasn't a backstage camera, we wouldn't have seen it. So, yeah. Anybody have any words about that? I don't really care because good for her because she probably wanted to do it on court, but she saved it. She wanted to do it she wanted to do it in front of everybody there. So fine, that's fine by me. She did in private, yeah, but unfortunately there was the behind the scenes is captured. So, but nothing wrong with that. It looked like she was going to do it on the court before the end of the match, but yeah, nothing wrong with that. It was a tough match. They're opening the roof for this match. Ooh. That is interesting. That is interesting. I don't know if it changes anything, but that's interesting. Better than being on court? Yeah, I think, yeah, for sure. I think that shows a lot of restraint by Coco for not doing it on the Rod Laver Arena. For breaking a racket behind the scenes, I think that says a lot about how she doesn't want to be. Again, she doesn't. I mean, she'll probably say in the press conference, Why would they be showing me behind this? It's like when Swiatek cried behind the scenes. We're not supposed to see that. That's not for us. Behind the scenes is for seeing fun interactions between players behind the scenes, not players in their worst moments. That shouldn't be for us. So yeah, so I have no problem with Coco doing any of that. It's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Totally understandable. Demon would have had a better chance indoors, you reckon? I don't know. I don't know if it matters, to be honest. Now, if he was playing Sinner, with the temperatures being high, I would say actually better outside. But he's not playing Sinner, so it doesn't matter. And I don't think Alcaraz has shown any signs of fatigue since cramping at the French Open those years ago. Cameramen are crazy. It was not a cameraman. It was just a... They have all these cameras around in the backstage to film because that's part of the experience of the AO now. So they just have cameras everywhere in the back. Not everywhere, but like in the player, in the behind the scenes, right? It's not a cameraman. It was a camera. It was a camera that's like just attached to the roof or whatever. As an Aussie, I want De Minaur to win, but I'm an Alcaraz fan, so just enjoy the match and hope it goes 5. I hope it goes 4. Like I'll take a 4-setter. I just don't want to. Well, I don't want to see De Minaur lose like Gauff just lost. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried it's going to be over an hour and a half, and Alcaraz is going to win 2-2 and 2, and it's not going to be any contest. That's what I'm scared about. That's what I don't want to see, because that doesn't help anybody, except for Alcaraz. It's fine for him, but as I said, Svelina too, you are a genius. Alcaraz in 3, hopefully close. Well, yeah, I'll take a tiebreak. I'll take a close set. I'm sure the crowd would too. Philippines Women Open was delayed by 3 hours because of rain. Oh, okay. Well, we're not watching it today, but because we're watching these matches. But fair enough. All tie breaks, 3-0 Alcaraz. That'd be fun. I'd take that. I would take that in a second. All right, Alcaraz wearing his night outfit. Sounds weird. The outfit that he will lift the trophy in if he does win. Don't underestimate De Minaur. Well, I don't, but I also don't underestimate Carlos's ability to make people look bad. What semi-final do I want? De Minaur or Zverev? What semi-final will we get? Alcaraz Zverev.
Demon, please win this in 4 minutes 5 sets, pray.
Thank you for the donation. Chat, we do this every year. This is a yearly occurrence with De Minaur at the Australian Open. I don't know why. I don't know what I did. Did I do something? Maybe it was your fault, chat. I don't know. All I know is that every year we get to this match. The match where De Minaur plays one of the big boys. And he played Rublev a couple years ago, and that was fun. That was close. But he lost, and it sucked. But at least it was close. And now he took Sinner last year, and that was tough. And then this year it's Alcaraz. Look, he's consistently getting to the stage, which is great. But I'm sick of quarterfinal losses. I'm sick of him making it to the second week, and Australia gets excited because, hey, we got a player in the quarterfinals. We should be happy. He's made the 4th round or better since 2022. We shouldn't be happy that he made the 4th round. We shouldn't be happy Australians, if you're watching this, we shouldn't be satisfied with coming in like 8th, right? Because losing in the quarterfinal is basically being 8th place, right? We shouldn't be satisfied with quarterfinals. We used to dominate this sport back in the 60s. Even Leighton would, he had his moment, right? We haven't had that for so long. We shouldn't be satisfied with a quarterfinal. Well, he lost to Alcaraz. Yeah, that's the problem. He keeps losing. I'm just getting ready to say this again at the end of the match. Just practicing my post-match speech about Australian tennis. Alcaraz going to serve first. So that's 3-love. Oh, God, I hope I'm wrong. Please be wrong. Am I wrong? Am I getting this match totally wrong? Consult me later. No, I'm consulting you now. Tell me your answer, goddammit. Am I getting this match totally wrong? Absolutely. Okay, thank you. You just said that because you want me to make me feel better. All right, whatever. I'm from Thailand. I predict 5 sets. I respect that. I hope you're right. I hope I'm wrong. Please be wrong. Please be wrong. Is Carlos good on nighttime? He's just good. He can play all the time. Anytime. He can play at 2 a.m. and still kick ass. All right. If Demon wins, Sinner probably celebrating in private. Yeah. 100%. And then again, Zverev is, Zverev should be considered. Zverev shouldn't be overlooked for Sinner, but come on. Come on. Come on. First set, Demon. Come on. Get the first set. Come on. Yeah, so it's still hot as hell out there, which is surprising why they open the roof. Still 39 degrees. But I guess it's not direct sunlight anymore, so the court might not be as hot. The radiant heat might be lower. And the sunset's supposed to be in 10 minutes, but I'll be honest, the air temperature is still stinking hot. Will that affect Alcaraz? I have no idea. I doubt it. Chat, somebody say something to make me feel better. Somebody give me some optimism. Come on now. Not this spammer. Get this guy out of here. Get him out of here. Get the hell out of here, you spammer. Get out of here. Mia's asleep. Did Carlos ever make it past the quarterfinals? You're right. He's never made it past the quarters. You're right. There's hope. So Alcaraz, stay with me. So Alcaraz never made it past the quarters. He's failed in this stage before. He might be battling some inner demons. And he might be like, hey, I'm Carlos Alcaraz. I've never made it to the semis of Australia. I'm nervous. I'm scared. Because this is the hurdle that I can't get over. Huh? Yeah? What do you reckon? I think we might be onto something. All right, first point is Alcaraz serving. But De Minaur loses. 15-love. 15 love. Seven the 4 to De Minaur. De Minaur hits it out. 30 love. $30 love. As Alcaraz serves. Ace out wide. 40 love. $40 love. Chris.
What percent of the crowd do you think is pulling for Carlitos and Demon? I'm gonna say 60/40 Demon. Do you think it will make any difference?
I think 70-30 Demon. No, it won't make any difference. Because the crowd is gonna, they're not gonna respond negatively to Alcaraz. They're gonna respect Alcaraz. Whereas if Alcaraz did something that the crowd could boo, and if Alcaraz was a bad person, which he's not, but if he was a bad guy and he broke a racket, which he won't, maybe the crowd would get on his back and maybe it would be a factor. But he's everyone loves him. He's too good. He's too nice. He's too, and the crowd's too respectful. If we were playing in like France, maybe a different story. But yeah, no, the crowd's not going to be a factor at all against Alcaraz anyway, because they're going to be like, wow, brilliant. The crowd's going to be in awe of him, even if they're beating up our guy. Anyways, Alcaraz 1 love. So yeah, the Aussie crowd they're not gonna give Alcaraz a hard time. I mean, he's played against Sinner in Italy, right? So this is nothing compared to that. Also, he played Aussie in the first round, and that didn't seem to really bother him. Okay, let's see if Demon can serve. Let's see if De Minaur can serve up some aces. We need that Alex Zverev serve. All right, first serve default, second serve. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. 4-0 from Demon. As Alcaraz backhand down the line. It's begun. Love 15. Oh, that shot is ridiculous. And he has a fault second serve. You sound a bit bored and tired or not? No, I'm just like a little bit. I don't want to see De Minaur get smacked again like last year. But right now, Alcaraz is just playing like he normally does, and he's up love 30. All right, love 30. Alcaraz a chance to break straight away. And a bit of serve. Into the body of Alcaraz. Return goes out. 15-30. $15-30. $15-30. All right, serve again from Demon. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As that goes out by Alcaraz on the return. And it's 30-all. Yeah, I'm not I'm not bored or tired. I'm just preparing for the worst. Serve is a fault. Second serve. And we did this dance last year. If you were here for the Sinner match last year, you know exactly what's going on. Second serve. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. De Minaur off the tape. Alcaraz forehand. Into the forehand of De Minaur on the stretch. Alcaraz. Inside out forehand. De Minaur backhand cross court. Alcaraz with a slice. De Minaur in the rally here. Down the line backhand. Alcaraz puts up a lob. It goes in. Bounce forehand from De Minaur. And he lets Alcaraz back in. Now De Minaur backhand again to the slice of Alcaraz. Into the backhand of De Minaur. As Alcaraz forehand. In the net. De Minaur gets the rally. That's a mini win. 40-30. He'll take that little win. All right. By the way, chat room wants to 200 likes. Appreciate that. Serve is a fault by De Minaur. Second serve. Seven to the front of Alcaraz. He slaps a winner return. Oh, he just took one step and just went, just put that over there. Go away. He's hit 5 winners already, Alcaraz, in 2 games. Oh, he did that with such ease. First serve was a fault, second serve. I'll tell you this, though. If you're Sasha Zverev, you're probably thinking, oh, this is great because Alcaraz won't be ready for my serve because his serve was so much better. Obviously, De Minaur's not known for his serving, right? As Alcaraz backhand comes to the net, De Minaur with the pass, Alcaraz with the volley, and De Minaur puts up a lob. Alcaraz with the bounce smash. De Minaur gets it, and then Alcaraz volleys it away. Oh, man. It's brutal. All right. Alcaraz to get the break. God, he's just got a flying backhand. That was just way too good. Way too good. So in the front of Alcaraz, front from De Minaur. Alcaraz backhand slice. Into the front of De Minaur. As Alcaraz backhand on the stretch. De Minaur, forehand cross court. Alcaraz gets it. As De Minaur forehand inside out. Alcaraz gets that too with a backhand cross court. De Minaur gets there. As Alcaraz backhand down the line. De Minaur forehand cross. Alcaraz forehand down the line. De Minaur with a lob. Alcaraz forehand again. Puts it away. This is like Federer versus Leighton. Oh, I'm having fucking nightmares already. God, I have flashbacks. This is like 2005 Federer Leighton. Or what was it? 2004. I don't want to remember. All right, 2-love. Alcaraz is just toying with him. He's just toying with him. Like, he's just like, you can't beat me. And you're not going to. Like, he's literally just toying with him. That last shot was just like, I'm going to hit it over there. Like, it's just... And De Minaur's like going full crazy. Like, he's doing everything he can just to stay in the rallies. And Alcaraz is like, that's cool. Good luck with that tactic. Ah, man. 2-love. Look, at least Alcaraz likes a quick kill, right? Yeah, he's not one of those like psychopaths who methodically, like, slowly, tear down their opponent. He's going to just go straight for the chop. He's like, that's enough. So if it is going to be a quick match, if it's going to be over, it's going to be over quick. It ain't going to take 4 hours for him to get it done. He will. He's not like that anyways. 30-love, good serve. Love. 30 love. Second set siesta. He doesn't do that anymore. First set default, second serve. As he double faults. Woo! Yeah! 30-15. Let's go! Let's go! That's more like it. 30-15. Serve. And De Minaur hits it wide. 40-15. Now Cam, that's Rude. Now Rude played last night. He lost to Shelton. All right, 40-15. Rude's probably back in Norway and maybe. He's busy. Serving to the backhand of Demon. Return goes in the forehand of Alcaraz. Demon again to the forehand of Alcaraz. As De Minaur goes down the line. Alcaraz backhand on the stretch. De Minaur backhand again to the backhand of Alcaraz, but it's out by Demon. 3 love like that. 3 love, and the crowd's like, when do they start playing? So, hang on. I'll tell you, if you bought a ticket for tonight, that sucks. Yeah, I got night tickets for quarterfinals on day 10. I mean, sure, yeah, let's just light money on fire. That's fun. God, especially the first set or the first match. I mean, you could probably go, oh, well, this probably might not be competitive. The first match, you didn't get a match there either. You're gonna get like an hour and a half's entertainment for $3,000. Well, I mean, entertainment depends who you follow. All right. Here we go. Back to Demon. Here we go. Back to Demon. Zverev TM was great. That was a great match. As that goes out on the return from Alcaraz. All right, Demon, 15 love. Was Zverev TM the first good match of the AO? No, there have been good matches. It's probably the first Rod Laver Arena match that was super good. I mean, last night's Rude's Shelton match was good too. Backhand rally. Slicing out of the front of De Minaur, and De Minaur hits it wide. That's 15-0. Oh, man. That's the thing. De Minaur has to be perfect to make it close. There's a return. Goes in the net. All right. 30-15. If Demon's serve is letting him down, today will go fast. All right. 30-15. As a return from Alcaraz somehow goes in. De Minaur gets there, but in the net. 30-0. I'll tell you though, tomorrow's actually. I mean, tomorrow we've got 4 top 10 clashes. Today we only had 1, so tomorrow is supposed to be the better day on paper. Today we had, I mean, Svitolina winning that easily was a surprise, but tomorrow we have 4 top 10 clashes in a row, so that's going to be interesting. That should be fun. And this is also a top 10 clash. But there's a big difference between number 1 and number 6. It's a big gap. I mean, there's a big gap between 2 and 3, right? 40-30. De Minaur to get on the board. But yeah, tomorrow we got 4 top 10 clashes, 2 on the men's, 2 on the women's. And yeah, that's epic. Serving to the backhand of Alcaraz. De Minaur backhand to the backhand of Alcaraz again. De Minaur forehand cross court. Alcaraz gets it. De Minaur forehand again. To the forehand of Alcaraz. De Minaur gets the game. Alcaraz hit it long. All right, 3-1. De Minaur on the board. Tomorrow night we've got Musetti taking on Djokovic. Tomorrow afternoon we've got Sinner versus... No, sorry, the other way around. Tomorrow afternoon we've got Djokovic versus Musetti. And tomorrow night we've got Sinner versus Shelton. And then in the daytime, the morning, the 2 ladies matches between... Starting with Swiatek Raducanu into Anisimova Pegula. (3-1). All right, Alcaraz with the break. As the return goes to the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand of Demon. Down the line at the backhand of Alcaraz. De Minaur wins the point. Alcaraz overhits at left 15. You're commenting like you're already giving up on your countrymen losing this match. Did you just get here? Did you just get here? Are you new? Have you not been here for the entire stream? Love 15. I gave up on him yesterday. All right. Alcaraz serves again. First serve is a fault. Second serve. De Minaur returns the backhand of Alcaraz. Demon forehand. Oh, goes into the slice of Alcaraz. Alcaraz back in the rally, though, as he hits a forehand cross court. De Minaur gets it. Alcaraz backhand. In the net. Okay. Love 30. Love 30. Yeah, DJ, it's fine. Love 30. Fake comeback. Get the hell out of here. No, Alcaraz has a fault. Second serve.
Demon, top player and top bloke.
Hey, Jane, thanks for the $10. All right. Alcaraz hits it out. What's going on? What's happening? Sorry, what happened? I blacked out. What happened? What day is it? What year is it? Somebody tell me, what year is it? What's going on? Love 40. I've woken up in a world where De Minaur is a threat to Alcaraz. What's going on? Carlos looks totally chill. He doesn't look nervous at all. But okay. First serve is a let. Chance for Demon to get back the break. Oh, Alcaraz says a fault. Second serve. To the back of the Demon. That was a good body serve. Good body serve by Carlos. Saves one. 15-40. Nothing he could do. That went straight at the body. Great. A bit of pace too, that one. God, I feel so bad for all the people in the crowd that actually think De Minaur's got a chance. It's so sad. I'm sorry. Like, you've been led astray. You shouldn't have listened to whatever channel they're playing the tennis. You shouldn't have listened. People going in there with hope. Ugh, I see that. She's got the inflatable Australian flag on the hand, and it's just God, man. Anyways, return goes in there by Demon 30-40. You're going to see she's like, oh, no. But the man on the TV told me. God. 30-40. And I wonder why no Australians watch this channel. I don't know why. Where are all the Aussies? Hello? Don't know why they don't watch it. They're not watching this. I'm Australian too. 30-40. Still break point for Demon. Return goes in the back of Alcaraz. Demon on the stretch. Goes into the back of Alcaraz. And Alcaraz in the net. What? 4 backhand errors by Alcaraz and Demon gets it. That's... Hopefully, I mean, for Demon's sake, hopefully Alcaraz doesn't hit a backhand for the rest of the match. Hopefully that misses forever. That's false, Cam. False what? What are you talking about, false? What are you talking about? Alcaraz trolling? Don't give me hope. All right, 3-2. Alcaraz with the lead still. All right. I found you because of one of the biggest GTA streamers. Who? What GTA streamer? People watch this channel? Streamers, other streamer people watch this channel? That's crazy. What service you watching on? I'm watching on just like the Australian service. Alcaraz just wanted to check the fan support. Ah. All right. Here we go. Can we just get to 3-3, please? That'd be great. All right. Return in the net by Alcaraz. 15 love. How patriotic is Cam? Support your fellow Aussie. I believe I'm a citizen of Earth. 15 love. As with a slice now from Alcaraz. That goes into the forehand of Demon. Alcaraz gets there. Demon all with the pickup. Alcaraz the pass. Demon over the volley. Alcaraz the backhand lob. Oh, Demon's running. He gets it back. It goes out though. God, Alcaraz is too good. Demon played a great point against everybody else but Alcaraz and Sinner. Like that would have won against anybody else. 15-0. Great lob. Are we sure Hawkeye is accurate? How accurate is Hawkeye? We sure that was in? Sure that's in? Somebody check Hawkeye. I don't know. Because it goes in for Alcaraz, but it goes out for Demon. Or that doesn't make sense. Anyways, return goes into the forehand of Demon. Demon puts it away. 30-15. Hey, the guy that got banned is back. Good. Or he got removed from the last Demon match because he's patriotic? I don't know. All right. Demon or 30-15. Demon or literally throwing himself into the ball. Like, he is throwing himself at the ball every single time. I got at least 1 KO to you. You don't owe me anything. It's fine. Backhand goes down the line. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand out from Demon. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Demon or forehand again. Alcaraz goes down the line. Demon or picking up the pace. As Alcaraz forehand again to the forehand of Demon. Into the forehand of Alcaraz on the stretch. Demon or forehand down the line. Alcaraz gets there with a slice. Demon comes in there with a volley. Alcaraz lob. Goes out. Good play from Demon. The sneak attack. 40-15. Great sneak by Demon. He hit the backhand. Oh, no, sorry. He hit the forehand down the line and then runs to the net when Alcaraz wasn't watching. That was smart. All right, to get to 3-3. We get a let. Forty 15. First serve default, second serve.
The two best movers fired.
Thank you for the $2. As that goes in the net by Demon. Sorry, by Alcaraz. Demon holds. Okay. Okay. All right. 3-all. We've gone from 3-love to 3-all. So we're back to the start. And a bunch of guys who literally dressed up like De Minaur, were making a chant that nobody could hear because they were so far up the back. That's a shame. Nobody could hear them. But that's all right. As a return from De Minaur, the backhand slice of Alcaraz. De Minaur with the volley. Alcaraz the pass in the net. De Minaur with the volleys. I love that tactic. I'm loving that sneak attack. Love 15. I love that sneak attack. If Demon reaches the semis, will you wear your Aussie shirt? Yes. Love 15. As with a serve from Alcaraz. There's a fault. Second serve. Second serve to the forehand of Demon. Backhand out from Alcaraz. Goes in that Demon forehand. Alcaraz backhand now to the backhand of De Minaur. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. And Alcaraz overhits it. Demon. Love 30. And Leighton's just looking at Alcaraz to see if he's reacting because Leighton's analyzing what's going on. He's like, I think I could take him. Leighton's like, I think I was a better young number one. This guy took my record. I think Leighton thinks he could take him. I reckon. Love 30. Alcaraz with the fault. Second serve. Oh, great second serve. De Minaur hits it back wide on the return. 15-30. Oh, just missed by Demon as well. By the way, super hot out there. Super sweaty. The roof is open as Alcaraz serves a fault. Second serve. Serve into the backhand of Demon. Backhand from Alcaraz again. The forehand of De Minaur. Alcaraz backhand into the backhand of De Minaur. Down the line to the forehand of Alcaraz. De Minaur on the attack. Oh, he missed it. 30-all. God, he went for it. 30-all. Thirty-all. Serve to the backhand. Demon goes wide. And Alcaraz gets a 40-30. Okay. Because Alcaraz serves the fault. Second serve. As the return goes in, the backhand of Alcaraz, down the line of the forehand of De Minaur. Alcaraz backhand into the forehand of Demon. Cross court the forehand of Alcaraz. De Minaur. Down the line again to the backhand of Alcaraz. He hits it in the net though, and it's deuce. All right, we get to deuce. Okay. We get to deuce again. Great serve. Alcaraz comes in. Puts it away. Advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz. To go to 4-3. As the return goes into the backhand of Alcaraz. De Minaur goes down the line long. And Alcaraz holds. 4-3. He's back in front. Okay. 4-3. Oh, man. All right, how we doing, chap? Alcaraz is horsing around. Okay. Dude, it's been 4 years since I've been watching your stuff. I think my first tournament was this one, 2022. Just wanted to say thanks to you and the mod, Deb and the other mods. Hey, Bryce, thank you for sticking around for 4 years. Appreciate that. Yeah, a lot of people joined during that 2022 January. It was a crazy time. That time. Yeah. I'm leaving the earbuds out today. It's all right. I will not scream into the microphone. 4-3. 4-3 Alcaraz. As the return goes into the forehand of Alcaraz, backhand from Alcaraz, sorry. De Minaur forehand as now they exchange backhands as Alcaraz starts winding up on the forehand. De Minaur gets it. Alcaraz forehand again. De Minaur. Forehand in the backhand of Alcaraz who goes cross court. De Minaur slices the net. And Alcaraz just puts a foot down. Love 15. Okay. Love 15. That's a default second serve. As the return goes in the forehand of Demon. Demon in the net. Love 30. Hey, Jams. Thank you for the 2 years. Appreciate that. Love it here. Thank you. Thanks for sticking around. All right. Love 30. That's with a fault. Second serve. As the return goes forehand to De Minaur. Forehand from Alcaraz to the backhand of De Minaur. Alcaraz forehand into the forehand of De Minaur. And Demon hits it long, love 40. Love 40. Serve to the forehand of Alcaraz. Return goes forehand of De Minaur. Alcaraz forehand on the stretch. Goes in the forehand of De Minaur. Alcaraz forehand again. Goes long. 15-40. All right. 40-15. As with a fault second serve. Serving to the back of Alcaraz. De Minaur forehand inside out. Alcaraz backhand goes into the forehand of Demon. Into the back of Alcaraz. De Minaur backhand down the line. Alcaraz is there with the forehand cross court. De Minaur gets there, but hits it long. Alcaraz breaks 5-3. Hey, thank you, Edwina. Appreciate it. Edwin, sorry. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for sticking around. All right. Alcaraz breaks. 5-3. Here we go. 5-3. With a fault. Second serve. Serve to the forehand of De Minaur. Alcaraz volley in the net. Alcaraz with a serve volley on the second serve. That's confident. You don't seem happy with the break. I mean, look, I'm ecstatic. Love 15. As with a serve is a let by Alcaraz. As Alcaraz serves a fault. Second serve. Serving to the backhand of De Minaur. Alcaraz with a backhand slice. Goes into the De Minaur slice. Alcaraz with the forehand slice. To the backhand of De Minaur. Now Alcaraz with the backhand on the stretch. Demon, forehand, cross court. Alcaraz gets it. But hits it in the net. Nice hitting from Demon. Love 30. I can tell you this. As of right now, this is more competitive than the Sinner match last year. Definitely has a lot more competitiveness than last year's Sinner match. Because last year's Sinner match was 3-2-1. It still could be 3-2-1, but it just feels like De Minaur, especially in the last 5 games, has forced some errors out of Alcaraz, which is very hard to do. Forehand now from Alcaraz. That's a good shot. De Minaur puts it long. And I say forced errors because forced errors are way harder. If Alcaraz is having a bad day and he's hitting unforced errors, that is rare. Doesn't happen. He doesn't do that very often. But to force Alcaraz into making errors, that means you're playing well. All right, 15-30. Good serve out wide. Demon gets it back. Alcaraz drop shot. De Minaur gets it. Alcaraz lob, and then De Minaur smashes it straight at him. Jeez, I didn't think Demon was going to get there, and he gets everything. Great running from Demon. 15-40. Wow. I don't know how Demon got there. And then the lob by Alcaraz was actually... Like, the lob was actually kind of bad. I don't think he expected Demon to get the drop shot, so he had to improvise. And it didn't work. 15-40. As Alcaraz serves another fault, he's missing a lot of first serves. Second serve. Into the backhand of Demon. Oh, that goes wide. That was a huge second serve. 179 down the tee. Crazy. Crazy second serve. Just hit it so hard. All right, still break point for Demon. Serve to the back end of De Minaur. Return goes in front of Alcaraz. De Minaur. Backhand down the line. Great shot from Demon! By the way, to the guy in the chat putting the scores in, you were wrong. It wasn't deuce. If you're gonna mess the scores up, at least get it right. Try, if you're gonna predict the scores, like, come on, bro. That's 0-1. You're out. What a shot by Demon. Great backhand. Oh, jeez, it feels like he's redlining his game, but he has to, and it's kind of working. But he's got a hold serve, so let's not get too crazy. He's got a hold now because he's still down 5-4. That's a great backhand. Yeah, Carlos wasn't even moving to the... He didn't even expect the down the line. He wasn't even... He didn't even... As Demon was hitting it, he stood there, Alcaraz. He caught... Like, Demon caught Alcaraz flat-footed, which never happens. All right. But it doesn't mean anything if he gets broken and loses the set now. Like, if he gets broken right now, it's like, well, what's the point? None of that mattered. The whole set was a waste of time. All right. Is Cam not talking? Hello. 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 One in the chat if you can hear me. One in the chat if you can hear me. All right, 5-1. 5-4. 5-1. Can you imagine? 5-4. This is the most important game of the match. Seven the front of Alcaraz. Front of Demon. The back of Alcaraz. He hits it long. 15 love. Cam is the happiest he's ever been in his life. No? 15 love. But close. Ah, oh, Demon missed it. Make that... This is the worst day ever. All right, 15-0. Oh, God. Roller coasters. All right. 15-0. As Demon also has a fault second serve. As the backhand return goes to the front of De Minaur. Backhand up from Alcaraz. Hit the tape. De Minaur comes in. Puts it away. 30-15. As we return now to the backhand of De Minaur. Alcaraz forehand to the forehand of Demon. As Alcaraz forehand goes to the forehand again of De Minaur. Now to the backhand slice of Alcaraz. De Minaur. Inside that forehand. Alcaraz gets it. De Minaur backhand. Into the net. 30-0. He serves a fault. Second serve. To the backhand of Alcaraz. De Minaur forehand. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. De Minaur. Oh, got lucky. It hit the tape and went out by Alcaraz. (40-30). As we get a fault. Second serve. Serve in the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand of De Minaur. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. De Minaur. Backhand pass. Alcaraz volley. De Minaur backhand pass again. Oh, he missed it. Just missed it. Deuce. Okay. De Minaur serves again. As the return goes forward of De Minaur, and then Alcaraz hits the backhand wide. All right. Advantage Demon. As the return goes in the forehand of De Minaur. Alcaraz backhand. Into the forehand of De Minaur. As Alcaraz backhand again. The backhand of Demon. Into the forehand of Alcaraz. Goes cross court. The forehand of De Minaur. Alcaraz forehand again. To the forehand of De Minaur. He goes inside out to the backhand of Alcaraz. De Minaur got Alcaraz on the run. De Minaur comes to the net. But Alcaraz missed it. On the pass. It's 5-0. Now, chat, we've come this far. He has to win this set. Otherwise, this is a complete waste of everybody's time. He has to win this set. I don't care if it's 3-love to 3-0 to 5-3 to 5-0. Like, I'm not. Come on. He has to win the set. This is way too hard of work to just be like, oh, well, it was 7-5. That was good effort. You don't get second. It's first or your last. There's no good try. Like, no. He's got to win the set. Otherwise, it's not worth anything. All right, Alcaraz serves. The backhand of De Minaur. Forehand from Alcaraz. De Minaur puts up a lob. Bounce smash. Nope. Yes. Alcaraz puts it back into the forehand of Demon. And then Alcaraz inside out. To the backhand of Demon. Alcaraz volley. De Minaur's going to get it. But he missed it. Oh, he could have gone down the line. And he knows it too. He knows he had the line. 15-love. God, he could have really made him pay. I mean, great drop volley by Alcaraz, but De Minaur had that. He could have beaten him easily with that. Carlos got lucky, even though it was a great shot. Serve. Chat, the worst thing that could happen right now is that Alcaraz holds, De Minaur gets broken, and then Alcaraz serves first and the second, and all that work was for nothing. At least Demon could serve first and the second. Alcaraz hits a winner, 30-love. At least the tie break, so even if he loses, he serves first in the second. Like it would actually be the worst if he got broken to lose his set. After all this time. Serve. Into the backhand of Demon, or backhand from Alcaraz goes in the backhand of Demon. Demon hits it out. 40 love. 40 love. Serve. Into the backhand of Demon. Alcaraz drop shot. De Minaur gets it. Alcaraz with a forehand. Too good. 6-5. All right. Alcaraz is laughing. Oh, God. He's having fun. Oh, no. He's not even playing for real. He's not even taking this seriously. Alcaraz is laughing. Oh, God. This is brutal. Oh, he's having fun. Anyways, this is the most important game of the match. If Demon gets broken here, it's probably over. Do you have a Funko Pop tennis Funko Pops? I do. They're behind me. I've got all 9 of them. God, he was laughing. All right. Tie breaks on all 5 sets. Their names will be record breaking and historic. Yeah, I think you might have the wrong match. Sorry. Does someone have silly stats in case of tie break? Let's just try and get there first, right? Let's not get ahead of ourselves, all right? It could be love 40 in 5 minutes, right? Or 5 seconds, right? Let's just all relax. You take it 1 point at a time, all right? 1 point at a time. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We've got the 4 quarterfinals tomorrow. We're going to watch them as well. And then we've got the women's semifinals on Thursday, men's on Friday, and then the finals on the weekend. So it's all coming to an end. And it felt like it never really started. Wait, hang on. Did Alcaraz just get a time violation for not being ready? Oh, no. Alcaraz is... Okay. De Minaur... Oh, okay. Now Alcaraz has to be Mr. Nice Guy because he's just so fucking cool. So De Minaur got a time violation and Alcaraz said, well, I wasn't ready, so, take it away. He stole that off Spazzeri. God, why does he have to be so likable? Serve. There's a fault. Second serve. God. Not only is he the best player of all, at the moment, he's the greatest player, but he's also the nicest player, and he's having fun while kicking ass, and oh, God damn it. Anyways, De Minaur with a forehand inside out in the net in slot 15. And he's also a generous guy. All right. Yeah, Demon wasn't ready. So Demon wasn't. Demon didn't serve in time, and Alcaraz was like, "Well, don't." Alcaraz was like, "I wasn't ready." Alcaraz was definitely ready, but he was just being nice. Anyways, second serve. Serve into the back of Alcaraz. De Minaur forehand. Into the back of Alcaraz. It's De Minaur. Down the line in the net, love 30. And Alcaraz is still laughing. He's still laughing. He's smiling all the time. Love 30. Serve to the forehand of Alcaraz. Return is into the forehand of Demon. Demon hits it out. All right. Alcaraz got set points. Who thought this was going to happen? Backhand goes in the net, 15-40. One saved. One saved. 15-40. Demon serves a fault. Second serve. To the backhand of Alcaraz. Return goes out. 30-40. 30-40. Still set point Alcaraz. (30-40). Serving the backhand of Alcaraz. Return goes out. Deuce. All right, we get to deuce. Stop panicking. Everybody relax. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Don't worry. Everything's fine. First serve's a fault, second serve. Serving to the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand of Demon or cross court. Oh, goes out. Everything's not fine. Everything sucks. Everything sucks. Set point number 4. De Minaur serves. To the backhand of Alcaraz. Return gets front of De Minaur. That goes down the line. Alcaraz with the pass. De Minaur with the volley. Alcaraz with the forehand lob. Alcaraz, De Minaur volleys it back. Alcaraz down the line backhand. Up goes a lob by De Minaur. It goes in. Alcaraz gets back with a forehand. De Minaur back in the rally. Alcaraz forehand again. Demon cross court again to the backhand of Alcaraz. Into the backhand of Demon. Down the line. That's a great shot. Alcaraz slice goes in. Demon forehand in the net. Chat, we're living in the darkest timeline. This is the darkest timeline. We're living in the darkest timeline. The worst thing that could happen happened. So, what can I say? What can I say? All right. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Anything? It's over. I quit. Oh, welcome to the club. (7-5) is better than 6-3. No, it's not. Because now Alcaraz is serving first in the second. De Minaur playing catch-up in the first set is why he lost the first set. He way better if he had lost 6-3. Because serving first in the second, at least that way, he's serving at even, right? He's not serving from behind with Alcaraz having a free hit. Like, that's what makes this so much worse. Is that it was false hope. It dragged out for an hour. And now he's serving first Alcaraz again. I mean, it could be 3-11, 10 minutes like it was in the first set. Serving first for Demon was so important. And this sucks now. This sucks worse because now he's serving from behind again. This is the worst thing that could have happened. Backhand to backhand rally as Alcaraz slices it into the forehand of De Minaur. Alcaraz on the stretch gets it. De Minaur on the attack. That's a good lob by Alcaraz. De Minaur smash. Oh, he put it away just. Love 15. Hey, thank you for the 20 gift. Thank you for the 20 gifted. You got me right at the wrong time, but thank you. Appreciate the 20. Thank you for the 20 gifted. Love 15. Maybe that'll mean that De Minaur can win the second. 20 sec. I don't know. Maybe. Good luck. All right. De Minaur with a passing shot. Alcaraz gets it. De Minaur forehand winner. Love 30. Where? It doesn't matter. Love 30. Love 30. All right. Love 30. So in the backhand, the return goes in the net. 15-30. 15-30. Blunted.
As a demon fanatic, that set killed me pensive. Hope pray.
Look, I warned you. Look, as someone who's been through this before, I warned you. Volley in the net by Demon, 30-all. I warned you. All right, 30-all. As Alcaraz serves in the forehand of De Minaur, return goes back to Alcaraz. De Minaur, backhand is long, 40-30. Alcaraz holds. Okay. Alcaraz, 1 love. All right. 1 love, Alcaraz. All right. All right. 1 love. So we got a backhand slice from Demon into the forehand of Alcaraz. Demon, no backhand to the backhand of Alcaraz. Again, the backhand of De Minaur. As we got a backhand again from Alcaraz. De Minaur forehand into the Alcaraz backhand. De Minaur backhand down the line. Alcaraz gets it. Nope. De Minaur hit it out. Love 15. Love 15. crazy. So the way Cam has been on edge recently, I actually forget this is best of 5. He has written De Minaur off, maybe a bit early. Faith at 0. Chat, 1 in the chat if you think De Minaur will come back and make this a match. 2 in the chat if you think it's over. Forehand inside out to the backhand of Alcaraz. Alcaraz in the net. 15-0. Three. I don't know what 3 means, but okay. 5. That was an option. So a lot of Aussies with faith. A lot of Aussies being like, 1. Nah, 15-0. 2.5. That was an option. All right. First serve, the fault, second serve. Second serve. Alcaraz shanks it back. It goes wide. All right, 30-15. De Minaur serves. As the return goes the forehand of De Minaur, backing it from Alcaraz, the forehand of Demon. Into the forehand of Alcaraz, De Minaur with a pass in the net, 30-0. I'll tell you this, chat. I want to know what are the Sinner fans that are lurking in the shadows thinking right now? I know you're watching. I know you're there. I can see you. You think you're hiding. You think you're not speaking means we can see you're there. What are the Jannik Sinner fans watching this match in silence thinking right now? What are you guys doing? I know you. I can see you in the back. Don't you pretend like we can't. So we can see you. We know you're here. You're eating carrots, are you? Okay. 30-0. A7C, 40-30. Did you give us stuff about Volk fighting this week? Hey, bro, I'm just watching tennis, all right? Leave me alone. Just let me just watch the tennis, man. 40-30. Return goes into the forehand of De Minaur. Alcaraz backhand to the backhand of Demon. As Alcaraz backhand again. Into the forehand of Demon. Alcaraz back forehand. Into the forehand of Demon down the line off the tape. But it doesn't go over. Deuce. Eating dinner, enjoy your positivity. You must be watching the wrong match. Dude. And this is why we don't watch Australians. Deuce. 7 to the back end of Alcaraz. Return the nets. Advantage Demon. So the thing is that like De Minaur, like on a positive note, De Minaur is playing ridiculously well, right? He is playing like so well. I don't think I've ever seen him play this well against one of these guys, right? As Alcaraz hits a pass, De Minaur volleys, Alcaraz gets it with a forehand, De Minaur volleys, Alcaraz puts it away though. And it's back to Deuce. Like, De Minaur is playing at such a ridiculous level that I haven't really seen him play against Alcaraz. Because when he's played Alcaraz or Sinner in the past, when he's won a set, he won one set against Sinner playing like this. I think it was last year. But most of the time, he's just like trying to he's just trying to hang in. He's playing some really crazy tennis, but there's like nothing to show for it. Like, it doesn't matter if you play great and lose in straight sets. Like, it's like, whoop, okay, cool. But also, like, the score was the same as last time. You know what I mean? So that's what's like crazy too. It's like he's playing really well. He's playing really, really well. And it still looks like Alcaraz is even trying. Like, Alcaraz hasn't even had to try. He's laughing at the change of ends and stuff. Like, he's having fun. Alcaraz, he's not even bothered. It's like Alcaraz has been hit in the face 10 times by De Minaur, and Alcaraz like, you're not even that, you don't got nothing. What are you doing? You can't knock me out. Advantage Alcaraz. Now, Alcaraz didn't even try. It started. I saw this. This was an episode of Dragon Ball Z. As the return goes in the forehand of Demon, Alcaraz backhand to the backhand of Demon. Alcaraz to the backhand again to the backhand of Demon, but Alcaraz hits out. Like, Alcaraz hasn't even leveled up yet. He's just starting. All right, deuce. All right, we have fault second serve. As the return goes in from Alcaraz. What a shot. Like, what a shot. Just into the corner. Return winner into the corner. I mean, so easy. Like, he didn't even hit it that hard. He just, like, little slap down the inside-out winner. Ridiculous. As De Minaur serves another fault second serve. Second serve. To the backhand of Alcaraz. De Minaur backhand goes to the backhand of Alcaraz. De Minaur backhand again. To the backhand of Alcaraz. Down the line of the front of Demon. Alcaraz backhand. Cross court. Demon's got it. Alcaraz backhand. Cross court again. Demon's got that. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Good angle. De Minaur with a slice. Goes wide. 2-love Alcaraz in the second. God, man. All right. Smell the same scenario as the first. You reckon De Minaur's going to break back? You reckon Alcaraz's going to let him break back again? Come on. Alcaraz ain't going to let the first set happen again. He's going to be like, you know what? This time I'm going to win 6-2. All right, return into the front of Alcaraz. Forehand from De Minaur to the front of Alcaraz. Alcaraz hits it wide. Must be bored. Love 15. No, I don't think the second set's 6-love. I think it'll be like 6-2. Oh, he just missed it. Lucky. Lucky. Love 15. As he serves a fault, Alcaraz second serve. Serving to the back of the De Minaur. Return goes down the line to the front of Alcaraz. Alcaraz overhits it. Love 30. Now, I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but we're going to do it because we always do it. Can Zverev beat this Alcaraz? That's a question. I feel like for Zverev, he's probably thinking, like, shit, De Minaur's bringing out, pushing Alcaraz a bit, making him play. Like, you don't, if you're a Zverev fan, or if you're a Zverev, you're probably thinking, Demon, just let him win easily. Don't level him up for me. I don't want him to be ready to, as Demon hits out 15-30. Like, Zverev would have much rather played Alcaraz coming off an easy win, which it was looking like it, more so than maybe what Alcaraz is having to play maybe better than, he's still not playing his best, but he's still playing better than maybe he would have had to if De Minaur wasn't pushing back so hard, right? So Zverev is going to play an Alcaraz that's had to work a little bit, which is probably worse, right? So I don't know if Zverev can. I mean, Zverev's got the serve. He has to serve like today. That's going to be a huge factor because that's something that De Minaur hasn't been able to do is hold serve with the serve. Right? He hasn't got the serve. Right? He hasn't got Zverev's serve. 30-all. Alcaraz drop shot off the tape is a winner. Like he needs help. 40-30. 40-30. All right, serve again from Alcaraz. To the backhand of Demon. Alcaraz backhand into the backhand slice of De Minaur. And Demon in the net. 3-love Alcaraz in the second. I think it's going to come down to Zverev winning tie breaks probably if he's going to push Alcaraz in the semis. Like that first set, if it's Zverev versus Alcaraz, it probably goes to a tie break, and that's where Zverev has to win, right? All right. All right. All right. I reckon Zverev has to win 3 sets to beat Alcaraz. I reckon that too. That's how it works. I think that's how tennis works. But yes. Okay. 3-love. Serve the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand from Demon. Alcaraz backhand again. The backhand of Demon into the backhand of Alcaraz. Demon or forehand. As Alcaraz backhand inside out. De Minaur gets it. Alcaraz forehand cross court goes wide. 15-love. Return goes to forehand of Demon. Demon in the net, 15-0. Yeah, so what happened to Gauff? I don't think Gauff was ready. I don't think she was ready. Like she came out. I don't think she was. I don't think she was ready. She didn't really have. She didn't have the right racket. She had to get those restrung, and by that time she was already down a break, and then she just could never recover. I just don't think she's ready. But also the second set, Svitolina lifted. The first set she played okay, but the second set, once she got that lead, Svitolina just wouldn't let Gauff back in the match. But yeah, it just seemed like there was Gauff just had nothing going right. It was just not her night. It was weird. It's just a strange night for Coco. All right, 15-30. That's a bit of fault second serve. Yeah, this could be 6-1. As the return goes into the backhand of De Minaur, and then De Minaur comes in and puts away the forehand. 30-all. $30. 30-all. Serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. As the return goes to forehand to De Minaur. Slice from Alcaraz. De Minaur down the line as Alcaraz to the backhand into the backhand of Demon. To the forehand of Alcaraz. Demon forehand down the middle. Alcaraz runs around the backhand into forehand into the forehand of Demon. Demon hits it wide. Alcaraz too strong. Okay. 30-40. Serve again. As the return goes to the net. All right, we get to deuce. We get to deuce. De Minaur will never win a 1,000 or a slam with this mentality. Hey, Massimo, why don't you shut up? As with a 4-4 rally. Again to the forehand of Demon. Slice from Alcaraz down the line. De Minaur backhand cross court. Alcaraz gets it. De Minaur with the forehand cross court again. That's a great shot. Alcaraz gets it. And hits it long. Advantage. Like Massimo, I think everybody in the chat is just sick of you being... Like, we get it. You're a Sinner fan. And you're just angry that De Minaur's not kicking out Alcaraz because you're scared. We get it. We know. We understand. You should be scared. Alcaraz is a scary guy. Scary guy. But to say De Minaur's mentally weak is the craziest statement. It's like saying that Shelton's serve isn't that big. All right, advantage Demon. How many are there? There's one Massimo, but he has 7 accounts. All right, 3-1. 3-1. De Minaur on the board. All right. De Minaur can win a 1,000? I agree. For sure. There's so many players out there that win 1,000s. And it's not just Sinner and Alcaraz. All right. What does Demon have to do differently? You know what? There's nothing he can do. Like, there's nothing he can do. That's where I think we're at. Well, we're at that point with Sinner. Like, and I love Demon, right? That's why I'm so frustrated to watch this. But as he hits a return winner, Demon, lovely shot, left 15. But like, De Minaur is... I never thought he would be as good as he is right now. I thought for sure, I thought maybe top 10. But he is like squeezed out every bit of his game to be able to be as competitive as he is against these guys, right? But I mean, there's guys with weapons that can't beat these guys, right? You know, Shelton can't beat these guys, and he has one of the biggest serves, right? So it's not even a matter of just like, oh, Demon doesn't have the weapons. It's like, no. It's not even weapons. Players have weapons and they still lose. Like, we're going to see Shelton versus Sinner tomorrow, and we might have a similar match where Shelton fights, but it's just not going to be enough. Like, it could happen again tomorrow night. I love Shelton, but I'm realistic. You know, there's nothing that Demon can do. Like, the problem is, we're at the point now where it's like, well, maybe Alcaraz plays bad. And that's not a good game plan. Like, De Minaur has done everything possible tonight, and he still doesn't look like Alcaraz has even started to play properly. You know, and that's the scary thing. But, like, trying to be like, oh, well, De Minaur, you know, Alcaraz just has to have an off night. It's like, well, yeah, but is Alcaraz going to have an off night in a Grand Slam quarterfinal? Is he going to give a charity match to Demon? No, it's not going to happen. He's not going to have an off night. When was the last time Alcaraz had an off night at a slam? Van der Zandschulp at the US Open a couple of years ago, right? Won. But since then, it's been... He had an off night against Djokovic, but also Djokovic is Djokovic. You know? So there's not much he can do, Demon. He's doing everything he can. Literally everything he can. 40-15. Like, De Minaur couldn't be playing any better. You know, that's the scary part. That's the scary thing. All right. 40-15. Alcaraz go to 4-1. Have a fault second serve. As the return goes to the front of De Minaur. Alcaraz, De Minaur backhand. Alcaraz forehand on the line. It's De Minaur with the backhand in the front of Alcaraz. He hits a drop shot. De Minaur's going to get there. Alcaraz sliced down the line. De Minaur forehand cross court. Too good. And again, Alcaraz was trying to... Alcaraz is laughing. See, this is the thing. Carlos was toying with him and he lost. And he's like, oh, you got me that time. He's not bothered. Alcaraz is not bothered. He's like, oh, I tried to trick you with the drop shots, but you got me. Oh, good one. Like, that's what Alcaraz is doing. He's not, like, pissed off that he just lost that point. He's like, oh, I tried to do a silly thing and you got me. Oh, you caught me that time. I tried to trick you. He's just laughing. He's laughing. He's laughing. He's laughing his face off. And then he says an ace, because that's why. That's why he's laughing. He's like a 40-15, I can afford to lose a point like that. I'm going to give you a highlight reel shot. Here you go. Go for it. And then he's just like, ace, game over, 4-1. He's laughing. He is laughing after losing points like that. That's where we're at. This is brutal, I know, right? But chat, this is the thing. Are we surprised? Is anybody shocked in the chat like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening? No. We knew this was going to happen. We knew that we knew this scoreline. In fact, we're probably shocked that maybe it was a little closer in this first set. Like, I think it could have been worse, right? De Minaur is really, like, it looks better than it probably feels. But, like, yeah, this is not a surprise. Like, if you're shocked by this, you've been watching the TV, and they've led you down a dark road where you believe what they've said because they've been like, demon, 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 because they want you to watch, right? 4-1. Demon's done better than I expected. That's for sure. That first set, I thought 3-love down. I'm like, this is going to be a quick night. And he's always going to fight Demon. But, you know, he's bought brass knuckles and Alcaraz has bought a bazooka. So, good luck. Like, De Minaur was ready for the fist fight and Alcaraz rocked up in the tank. So he's like, oh shit. Like, what am I going to do with these? 15-love. As Demon serves again. It's a fault. Hawkeye's asleep. Okay, wakey, wakey. Serving to the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand now from De Minaur. Alcaraz gets it. And then Demon puts away the forehand. Nice. All right, 30-love. $30-love. Yeah, Lucas. Yeah, they got it. They got it though. They got to promote. They got to promote. All right, return goes in the front of Demon. Backhand from Alcaraz goes wide. 40-love. 40-love. De Minaur to hold. As the return from Alcaraz goes long, De Minaur holds 4-2. 4-2. Okay. 4-2. Alcaraz to serve. He's got to set in a break. Return goes in the net. 15 love. All right, return goes into the forehand of De Minaur. Forehand of Alcaraz, cross court. De Minaur gets it. Alcaraz forehand goes into the nets. All right, 15-all. All right, fault, second serve. As the return goes the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand now from De Minaur. As Alcaraz backhand down the line. Demon with a slice. Alcaraz forehand. Into the backhand of Demon. Into the Alcaraz forehand. De Minaur forehand cross court. Alcaraz gets at the stretch. De Minaur cross court again to the forehand of Alcaraz. De Minaur goes again to the forehand, but it's in the net this time from De Minaur. 30-15. All right. Serve again. Into the backhand of Demon. Forehand from Alcaraz. Demon on the stretch. And Alcaraz shanks it long. Okay. 30-all. As we default second serve. Double fault Alcaraz. First break points of the set for Demon. $30-40. $30-40. And a fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Demon. Backhand of Alcaraz. To the forehand of De Minaur, who shanks it long. Deuce. All right, deuce. As we had a fault, second serve. Second serve. As the return goes into the backhand of Alcaraz, forehand from De Minaur. Alcaraz with a slice. Into the forehand of Demon as Alcaraz forehand goes again to the forehand of De Minaur. To the backhand of Alcaraz cross court. That's too good. Advantage Alcaraz. It's too good. All right, advantage. Advantage Alcaraz for a 5-2 lead. Serving the forehand of Demon, backhand of Alcaraz, the backhand of De Minaur. Alcaraz backhand again to the backhand of Demon. It's Alcaraz into the Demon backhand again. Alcaraz with the slice. Demon or forehand down the line. Alcaraz gets there with the backhand cross court winner. Five two. 5-2. 5-2. All right. How are we doing, chat? What's going on? Does your dog have sleep apnea? My dog is a pug. She is a pug. Demon serve's been atrocious. No, Alcaraz makes it look bad. What is the best backhand nowadays? I don't know. She is a punk. You're a punk. Get this punk out of here. Get him out of my chat. That's okay. That's okay. Okay. All right. It's like De Minaur took a day trip to the Spanish Bull and got trampled. That's harsh. That's harsh. That's harsh. 5-2. Now, Demon has to hold this game. He has to hold. He has to hold. Alcaraz serving first and a third is just not going to work. De Minaur comes in with a volley in the net. Love 15. This is not ideal. Was he expecting this to be close? Who told you that? First serve's a fault, second serve. Somebody lied. Second serve. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Demon or forehand into the Alcaraz backhand slice. That's a drop shot. Demon gets it, puts it away. 15-0. $15-0. Demon or fault. Second serve. Seven to the back of Alcaraz. He comes to the net. Demon or hits it in the net. 15-30. All right. Forehand. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. Alcaraz is a wide 30-0. Serve is a fault, second serve. As a return goes 4 to De Minaur. 4 now from Alcaraz. De Minaur 4 in the net. $30-40. Alcaraz for a 2-sets-to-love lead. Great serve. Return goes in. Demon forehand winner. He survives. Deuce. No worries. Demon is coming back stronger next year. See, this is the thing, right? I do not doubt that De Minaur is going to have a good year. I just don't want him to ever play Alcaraz or Sinner again. Because he can beat everybody else. He can play everybody else and win. I just don't want him to play this guy or the other guy with the orange hair. And if he doesn't have to play them, he might win a 1,000. He might, make multiple final. Maybe he makes a final of a Grand Slam. Maybe a semi. But like this guy and the guy with the ugly shirt in the other match, that mustardy ugly shirt, those two guys are the worst for Demon. But I have no doubt that Demon is going to have a great year. He'll probably make the ATP finals again and do well, but it's just these guys. And it makes it feel like he's not doing well. As De Minaur in the net, there's the 2-sets-to-love lead. Like Alcaraz and Sinner make De Minaur look bad, but they make everyone look bad. But like when he comes up to them, it just shows that like they are so far ahead. De Minaur can beat Zverev. De Minaur can beat Djokovic. He can beat Fritz, right? He almost beat Musetti last year at the ATP finals as well, so he knows he can beat him too. He can beat a lot of guys behind him, but he just can't beat the top two. And unfortunately, in 2025 and 26, those guys are greedy. And they're not giving anything away. They only want to play each other, and they want to take all the trophies. They want to hog everything. They just want to fill up their cabinets and not share. They're not sharing. And that's the problem for De Minaur, is that these guys are greedy. In a good way. You have to be greedy. No charity in tennis. Come on. All right. And by the way, Alcaraz fans, if you've watched me watch De Minaur before, you know that this is not anything against Alcaraz. He's great. I mean, I have shirts on my wall. Like, why would I spend money on these shirts if I didn't like him? Because I'm not that stupid. I'm not that crazy. But, yeah, it just sucks, man. It just sucks for De Minaur that 12 months ago he ran into Sinner. And the same... Well, this was better than the Sinner match, but the score's better. But straight sets loss is a straight sets loss, you know? And the positives that De Minaur can take out is that, hey, you played a hell of a match, but at the end of the day, this guy's just a bit better. A lot better. And you might play your best, but he's got so many levels that he hasn't even tried yet. All right, as Demon hits it wide, this could get ugly. This could get real ugly. 15 love. As the return goes out by Demon. 30 love. He's serving second again. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I'm saying this could get ugly. As Alcaraz serves. Into the back of De Minaur. Alcaraz forehand drop shot. De Minaur gets there but hits it wide. 40 love. If De Minaur somehow wins the third, there's a slight chance he can win the fourth. No, there's not. What are you talking about? Stop pretending. 40 love. As that goes out by De Minaur. The problem as well that's happening right now is that De Minaur put all that mental energy, that belief in trying to get that first set. And now it's just getting like he's like slowly even De Minaur is slowly getting chipped away and he's probably thinking this sucks. Whereas in the first set, he's probably optimistic. He was probably very excited. He comes back, he gets a 5-all, it's like, oh my God. But then once he lost that first set, it just broke his heart. And then ever since, it's just been like a slow, heartbreaking grind. And I don't know if I don't know if he wants to be here anymore. Like, I don't think he wants to be out here anymore. I'm leaving. Chat's being ridiculous. Okay, whatever. Just don't read just block the people that you don't like. All right, one love. Why the ball kids placed where they are? I don't know. Ask the tournament. I didn't put them there. All right, return goes to forehand to De Minaur. Backhand from Alcaraz. De Minaur into the Alcaraz forehand. Jams.
Joy, the orange-haired kid. That cat's a monster. Poor Alex.
Thank you for the $5. Love 15. Ugh. Love 15. As the backhand return goes back in a Demon. Down the line of the forehand of Alcaraz. De Minaur can't get that one. Love 30. And Alcaraz is getting better after that first set. Like, Alcaraz is getting better. Like, he got better after the first set. Cam, you're a Carlos fan too. Can't you be excited for him? Yeah, but not today. Love 30. Forehand down the line at the back end of Alcaraz. Alcaraz in the net, 15-30. $15.30. All right. Serve again for Demon. Demon in 7. Did they change the rules? All right. First serve's a fault. Second serve. 3 sets to love down victory. Let's go. He can do that. Return from Alcaraz the winner. 15-40. All right. 15-40. You should do more videos. I'm sorry. Do I not make enough content for you? 15-40. De Minaur serves. Into the backhand of Alcaraz. De Minaur forehand. Is out. 2-love. To be fair, the first set was competitive. Putting that much energy into that must have mentally drained Demon. Hard to stay motivated in these circumstances. Exactly. That's what I was saying. That's exactly what I was saying. Like, he fought so hard just to be in the first set because he was down 3-love. He was down 5-3, and he barely hung on, and then he still lost, right? And that, like I said, that how much that's gonna suck. So who can blame him for for losing some hope in the second and third set, right? I mean, yeah, he put so much into that first set, and it didn't even look like Alcaraz had even lifted a finger. Like, that's what the hard part is too. It's like, how does Alcaraz? Where does De Minaur go from here? Well, there's nowhere to go because he's thrown everything at Alcaraz that he possibly can. You know? And you go, well, what about surface change? He's not going to beat him on clay. And on grass, Alcaraz is pretty good there too. So you think that, like, if he can't beat him at home in Australia, on this hard court, then how's he going to beat him? Right? I mean, this is the best situation. I mean, the thing is, the problem is too, is that Alcaraz is such a nice person that the crowd's not going to start getting on his back and putting pressure on him like that. It would be much better for the Australian public, if they want De Minaur to win, to actually act like an Australian crowd, right? Be an Australian crowd, like be pro De Minaur to the point of disrespecting Alcaraz, right? And I don't want to have that because everyone hates that, and but like be like the French crowd. Like cheer every little thing that Alcaraz does wrong. If he goes up to the umpire to say, "Hey, can I get a new water?" Boo him. Like that's the only way that I think you could do anything if the crowd does it. But they're not going to do that because Alcaraz is not the guy that you boo. Why would you boo him, right? But like you'd have to have like a French, like biased crowd that would be booing at any chance they get.
Be closer. Any stats Alex can improve.
Speaker, I've just been saying that the entire time. That no, there's nothing that he can do. Like really. Like De Minaur, like when you say his serve, how? Like what? He should grow 3 inches and be taller. Like how do you do that? That's probably illegal anyway, right? Yeah, be taller, serve bigger. How? He's physically serving the best he can. Like he's reached his limit. He's not going to have a growth spurt because he's like 24 years old, right? He's not going to have a growth spurt and be Zverev's height. He's not. Maybe he was 15, but not. Like this. Like we don't. Where do we go from here? I think you're salty. Hey, bro, why don't you just leave? 30-all. As Alcaraz sits out 30-40. No, that's right, Speaker. I thought you were here before. He can improve consistency of first serve. Yeah, like maybe get 100% of first serves in. That would be a start, but like that's so unrealistic. But look, all of these things I'm saying, it's just against De Minaur just struggles against this guy and the other guy. Cam can't fault the crowd on this one. What? Were you even listening to what I was saying? I wasn't blaming the crowd on this one. I'm saying the crowd, if the crowd were a little bit more hostile, maybe it would have created a different mood and maybe it would have created a different Alcaraz. Maybe it would have made him play better. I don't know. But like if Alcaraz was treated like Djokovic is treated in Australia crowd sometimes, maybe that would be interesting. But no one's going to do that because Alcaraz is such a good dude and Alcaraz is such a nice person. Everyone loves Alcaraz already. Unfortunately, Djokovic hasn't had the best relationship with crowds, right? That's why he gets those treatments from certain crowds. And it does affect him sometimes. But again, it's like, I mean, if I'm talking about the crowds need to help De Minaur, then we've lost. Like, it's never... It's and that's okay. It's okay. Like it's okay if Alcaraz and De Minaur have if De Minaur doesn't beat them, as long as he doesn't play them. Advantage Alcaraz. By the way, to all the Australians that are watching this and that are like, Cam, I can't believe this is happening. You should watch this channel more, and I will tell you that this is going to happen more. Don't watch the TV because they're going to send you down a dark hole, and you're going to think. They're going to give you false hope, right? You should have been here yesterday when I said, this is going to be ugly. Prepare for the worst, and it's probably been better than we actually expected. As that goes out. If you were here yesterday, I was thinking like 2-2-2. The same thing happened last year with Sinner. God, I hate it when they do this. Same thing happened last year, and then everyone comes in here and says, Cam, I can't believe Sinner beat De Minaur so badly. What happened? Like, yeah, you weren't listening. You were watching the TV and they were telling you, Demon's going to do it. No. They only tell you that because they want you to watch it. They give you false hope. Hey, Hyperion, thanks for coming back as a member. Appreciate that. All right. Demon in the net, advantage Alcaraz. Anyways. Jams.
Why are people slow to understand why Alex is have such a problem when playing one of the greatest player to ever live? Carlos is a tennis genius.
Yeah. And look, I went through this with Leighton versus Federer, right? So I've been here before, right? I remember this. It was just a guy with a one-handed backhand who wore a headband versus a guy with a backwards hat who said, come on. That was the only... Well, actually, no, De Minaur has a backwards hat. No, he has a forwards hat. I watched Federer Hewitt have the same thing, right? And it was torture. So I know this. I've seen this. Is it a forehand cross court from Demon into the forehand of Alcaraz? Demon forehand into the backhand of Alcaraz. Demon backhand goes into the backhand slice of Alcaraz. Down the line, Demon forehand cross court in the net. 3-love. But like I said, if you're a De Minaur fan, first of all, if you're an Australian fan, you're not going to watch tennis anyway until next year, so don't worry about it. You might watch Wimbledon, but let's be honest, you'll be asleep in February when they're playing, and because I'm usually awake, and it's brutal, and I know it's not for the faint-hearted. Being an Australian tennis fan is really really tough. So you're probably not going to tune in to Wimbledon anyway. But just know that if De Minaur is only losing to Sinner and Alcaraz, he's doing okay. Because everybody's losing to Sinner and Alcaraz. Everybody's losing to these guys. So if De Minaur is only losing to these guys, De Minaur is like all those other guys that are losing to these guys. So he's not doing too bad. If he was losing to qualifiers, sound the alarm. I mean, Alex, I was expecting a closer second set or third. No. It was always the first set was always going to be the close one. And Alcaraz was only going to get better. David.
Demon can't even go home because he is already at home, Joy.
I think he lives in Sydney, but yeah, okay. He probably he goes back to the UK where he stays. He doesn't live there. It's not his home. It's his fiance's home. He's Australian. You can't, hands off. Anyways, 3-love. And Demon has the look. Yeah, Demon just looks... Demon's just like, what can I do? What can he do? Chat, does anyone have an answer? All right, as Alcaraz hits it out, 15-love. If only Demon had a good serve. Demon has a good serve, but it's not his. It's not his weapon. His weapon is speed, but against these guys, speed doesn't work. Not many things work. All right, now that we're here, though, we can actually talk about the next match. So, all right, Alcaraz Zverev. What's that look like, chat? Because Zverev looked pretty damn good today. Like, Zverev was real good on serve. And he's going to be out, like you're saying, De Minaur needs a serve. Zverev's got a serve. What's that going to look like? This Alcaraz probably still beats Zverev, right? I don't think Alcaraz has even started to... He's played well enough, he's playing better now, but he was playing well enough in the first set to win it. Zverev's going to make him play better, but he is going to play better. 15-0. But can Zverev... I think Zverev can do better, but I don't think he's going to win. The serve might get him a set, I think. But then is Zverev going to serve as well as he did today? He might not be able to because it's Alcaraz. You're not playing Tien. It's different player with different returns. De Minaur in the net, 15-30. But I'll tell you, if Zverev serves the way he did today, that could be interesting. It will make Alcaraz work a little bit, I reckon. Make him work hard. Alcaraz needs to serve better in the semis. Yeah, look, Alcaraz is, he hasn't had to, unfortunately for Demon, he hasn't had to really go to level 3 or 4 yet. He's kind of on level 2 and it's enough, right? Because Alcaraz's level 2 is ridiculous. As he hits a forehand long and it's 30-0. Not Aussie, but I love Demon. I think he's in the same boat as Zverev and Fritz. The stars need to align for them to make a Grand Slam final, but he totally deserves it and won Masters. Yeah, I think Demon wins a Masters eventually, and I think... And look, I think there is a Grand Slam final on the cards. He probably just needs an upset on his half. So let's say he's in, Sinner's half, and Sinner has an upset at Wimbledon, for example, and then De Minaur can make the final and then probably play Alcaraz, right? That I could see that happening. And I think I could see that happening for a lot of guys, right? I think Fritz was the same at the US Open a couple of years ago. He makes the final because things went his way. Alcaraz went out, lose the Sinner, right? Zverev last year, Zverev's the one that probably the most... Djokovic and Zverev are the two guys that are the most competitive against those guys. Sinner has, at least Zverev has been, right? But I could see Demon making a Grand Slam final. He just needs to not play Alcaraz or Sinner. And that's, at the moment, that's impossible. You have to play them. They're always in the way. Backhand to backhand rally. As we get a backhand from Alcaraz to forehand to Demon. Alcaraz forehand cross court. Demon. Forehand goes in. Alcaraz hits a forehand again. And then De Minaur hits it long. It's deuce. It's funny because De Minaur throws everything at Alcaraz, and then Alcaraz with one hit just takes over the rally again. It's like De Minaur's just like, rah, rah, and then all of a sudden Alcaraz just goes, boop. And then De Minaur's like, oh shit. Like, the point changes in 1 second because Alcaraz just puts a little more muscle into it. And De Minaur's throwing hands up like, what can I do? Yep. And Demon is feeling like we are all feeling. What can he do? Commentators are saying De Minaur is running out of time. Only 3 chances to break at most if he holds. Who are you listening to? Who is lying to you? What are you listening to? Are you listening to what are you listening to? That's crazy. What do you mean? What commentators are telling you that he's running out of time? He's been on borrowed time for the last 30 minutes. What do you mean? Who's telling you that he's still got time to break back? And then what? Come on, it's crazy. They're just straight up lying to you. Backhand lob, no good. De Minaur puts it away. All right, 3-1. He's on the board. It's madness. Today's matches were meh. No, they weren't. Zverev and Tiem was great. Zverev and Tiem was epic. Almost went 5. All right, chat. Enough crying. There's still plenty of tournament left to go. Still plenty of epics to go. Tomorrow, we've got 4 top 10 clashes in a row. That is so epic. That's what happens with this tournament. Even though Demon's getting, schooled by the best, this tournament has got so many top 10 clashes coming up over the next couple of days. We've got guaranteed top 10 clash coming up with the winner of this match against Zverev. 4 top 10 clashes tomorrow. Semi-finals of the men's and the final are all top 10 clashes. There's no player outside the top 10 making the final, the semis of the men's, right? On the women's side, there's Svitolina, but she's been number 4 in the world, right? So she's not, unknown to this situation. And tomorrow, Anisimova, Pegula, Swiatek, Raducanu, winners play each other, top 10 clash guaranteed. So we've got I don't know, how many top 10 clashes is that? We've already had this match, top 10. Fritz versus Musetti, top 10. Keys versus Pegula, top 10. Bublik versus De Minaur was a top 10 clash. We're going to have about 10 top 10 clashes at this tournament, which is probably the most in history. I would say the most in Grand Slam history. How many top 10 clashes we're getting in the one event it's ridiculous. Now, are they going to be good? That's another question. But there's the chances they're going to be good. The more top 10 clashes, the more chance they're going to get an epic. So that's what we have to look forward to. Oh, Svitolina is number 10 in the rankings now. There you go. Svitolina is number 10 on live rankings. Passing shot, Alcaraz too good. 40 love. See, again, Alcaraz hasn't even had to flex. He hasn't even had to put any work in. Why are we all talking about Zverev? Because the winner of this plays Zverev. Lovely shot, Alcaraz. All right. XL wide. All right. Alcaraz 4-1. Talk about Alcaraz and De Minaur. Their match is now. All right. I'll talk about Alex De Minaur and Carlos Alcaraz for the next 10 minutes before it ends. Pegula and Isamova have an interesting head-to-head as well. Yeah, I know, right? It's weird. It's very odd. If Alcaraz survives Zverev, then there is the monster Sinner brutally destroy Alcaraz. Man. Where? Fair enough. If you think so, whatever. I think if it's Alcaraz Sinner in the final, I gotta be honest, I think a lot more people will be going for Alcaraz. The neutral fans might go Alcaraz because of the historic factor of winning that slam. Sorry, Sinner fans. I don't know why you're watching this match anyway because he's not playing until tomorrow night. You're 24 hours early. But I think if the neutral fans will want to see history, and 3 in a row is great for Sinner, and that's a historic Italian achievement, but the youngest player to win the Korea Slam and to do it in Australia, I think a lot of neutral fans are going to be like, you know what? I kind of want to see that. So if that happens, expect a lot of people to be excited about Alcaraz. And then at the French Open, everyone wants Sinner to do it, right? I mean, that would be fun. How am I feeling on this beautiful day? I'm feeling, I don't know. I'm numb. All right, back in. I'm just kidding. Back into the line of the forehand of De Minaur. De Minaur did out left 15. Now I'm feeling hot because it's like still 45 degrees. Still, it's been a stinking hot day today. Listen, let's face it, Alcaraz is too powerful, and what's worrying is that he's only 23. I know, right? He's only getting better. He's only getting stronger. All right, serve. The backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand out from De Minaur. Goes wide. Love 30. Love 30. Love 30. All right, serve again from Demon. Return. Into the forehand of Demon. Slice from Alcaraz. Demon with a volley. Nice. He hasn't done a sneak attack like that for a while. That works so well in the first set, but it's risky, but it works sometimes. Looks good when it works. Okay. As Demon serves a fault. Second serve. As a return. Goes back in the Demon on the net. 15-40. Alcaraz to take the 5-1 lead and serve the match. Serve. Into the forehand, Alcaraz hits it wide. 30-40. Serve again. Alcaraz in the net. And we get the deuce. Let me re-engage this debate. Will this Sinner beat 2008 to 2010 Nadal at Roland Garros? I mean, think about it, people. Sinner is Nole 2.0. Why do we have these discussions? Backhand goes in the volley of Alcaraz. That's a great drop volley. Advantage Alcaraz. Why? Does it matter? Like, it's a great conversation for a rain delay. But, like, who cares if he can or cannot beat Rafa at Roland Garros in 2008? Like, who's comparing him to the GOATs anyway? Like, who's saying that Jannik Sinner is better than Djokovic, Nadal in their prime? Like, who's saying that anyway? Nobody should be saying that now. It's too early. Same with Alcaraz. Nobody should be like, well, Alcaraz can beat Federer prime in Wimbledon. Nobody should be talking about that shit. That's way too early. Why are we talking about can they beat prime Federer? Who cares? They're not going to play prime Federer. And even if they could, there's no way of knowing. So who cares? Good discussion for a rain delay. But, like, let's not make that like, oh, well, you have to be able to beat Nadal in 2008. These guys were like 3 when that was coming up. You know, they had no shot when they were back. Maybe they could, I don't know. John McEnroe did, yeah. Well, he's probably bored because this match is going one way. And he's probably just like, how long to go? He's probably looking at his watch. Yeah, it's always hard to have those. It's always so. There's no answer. There's no way to answer those things. But it's also really hard too, because like the Sinner fans that are asking that question want the answer to be yes, he could beat them, right? And if you say no, then they get pissed off. And then if you say yes, then the Alcaraz fans get pissed off. So you go, well, then what's the point? It's just going to make people angry. It's just a rage bait question. And then if you say yes, then also the Nadal Federer fans come out of the shadows and say, hey, those guys were the best we've ever seen. How dare you compare Sinner? It's just like it's not a, but there's no way of knowing. So there's like no logical answer. Yeah, unless we build a time machine. Is somebody on that? Somebody get the doc. We need the doc to get the DeLorean. Where is it at? Somebody get the DeLorean. We're going back to the future. 15-0. I'll go back to the future. I volunteer as tribute. Backhand into the forehand of De Minaur. We got 3 points. 2 points away now. 30-15. Soderling God mode never played that good, even against. Wait, what? What's Soderling come into this? The answer is no, because Sinner's backhand is not as good as Djokovic. Okay. I feel like it's almost a question when Alcaraz and Sinner retire. That would be a better question, because it's not fair to say, well, Sinner, because Sinner's going to get better. Alcaraz's going to get better. Why is no one talking about Pete Sampras? Can we respect the man? Why is no one talking about Pistol? Anyway, it's 40-15 match points. We're finally here. Finally here. And he finished with an ace. 1 versus 3 in the semis. Anyways, Zverev Alcaraz. That I'm hoping will be a close, interesting match. Yeah. Alcaraz has completely crushed De Minaur. Oh, what? Are you just reading the score now? You didn't see them. You were just watching the score. Oh, you know shit, Sherlock. Why is Carlos sponsored by Tennis Channel? I don't think he is. His first semi-final of the AO and didn't break a sweat. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, last year, the year he lost to Zverev, that was interesting. Last year, he just underestimated, injured Djokovic, I think. And now this year, he got the match, the best matchup, right? I mean, unfortunately, De Minaur, for Sinner and Alcaraz, De Minaur is a great matchup. That they can just, they know that, like, they're like, we beat this guy. We know how to beat him. Unfortunately. But Zverev's going to be interesting because Zverev served well today. So hopefully we get a good match there. I wasn't expecting De Minaur to, like, De Minaur had a good first set. I didn't expect that. So this was actually better than, probably the first set was better than I expected. But once that first set disappeared, it was, it was not a surprise, unfortunately.
LFG Carlos. Dude finally made it to the AO semis for the first time. So freaking happy. What does he need to improve to beat a Zverev that is in very good form? Thanks, Cam.
No worries. Thank you, Jay, for the 4. So I guess the closest thing to Zverev that he's played is Hanfman, right? Because I'm looking back and I'm like, okay, well, De Minaur's not a great warm-up for Zverev because they're not the same. Tommy Paul is not a great warm-up for Zverev because Zverev's got a much better serve, right? But he did play Hanfman, which is a good warm-up for Zverev, and not just because they're both German, but the serving of Hanfman, it's not as good as Zverev, but at least he's played a similar type, right? So, and look, Alcaraz has had that slow progression, right? He's gone from Walton to Hanfman to the 32nd seed, to the 19th seed, to the 6th seed. So he's slowly had to play better and better and better, right? It's not like Djokovic, for example, who's gone from Van de Zandschulp in the 3rd round to playing against Musetti, right? Which is just like a huge jump. So he's had that slow progression. So he's slowly played better. I mean, Paul pushed him in the first set and the 3rd set. De Minaur pushed him today. Zverev, it's more about what's Zverev got to do because Alcaraz is going to be fine if he keeps doing what he's doing, right? As long as he just keeps getting a little bit more, like playing a little bit better. He's not playing his best right now because he doesn't have to, but it's more about what Zverev can do. Zverev has to serve like he did today to be at any chance of anything. So it's not really what Carlos can do. He doesn't have to do anything better unless Zverev makes him. But he's also got, 4, 5, 6 still back in the bag. He hasn't used any of his tricks yet, really, Alcaraz, because no one's forced him to. And when they have, at moments in sets, he's answered easily, right? Paul and De Minaur, right? So Zverev's going to have to make Alcaraz play. He's going to have to make him, with the serve, put pressure on Alcaraz's service games by serving well yourself. That's the first thing, right? That's what Zverev has to do. But also, I don't know if in the rallies, De Minaur's tactic worked, but I don't know if Zverev's going to stand further back and he's just going to rally, right? He's going to stay back and rally. Will that be enough? I don't know. It all comes down to Zverev's serve. I think that's the shot, right? Zverev's serve. If he serves well, Zverev, maybe something interesting happens. But that's a big maybe. Because I don't think Alcaraz has even started trying yet. I don't think Alcaraz has even started trying. Yeah, but the problem with Zverev is that if he stands too far back, he's going to get chopped up in the short court, right? The drop shots, the angled volleys are going to get him. So he has to serve well. Sinkeraz final incoming. What happens when we get the Sinkeraz final in Australia and then we've completed the set? And then what? Are we going to be as excited for the Sinkeraz final in Roland Garros again? Maybe. I don't know. I feel like if we get the Sinkeraz final, which is, again, feeling very, very likely, if it didn't already at the start of the week. But, like, if we get that final and they've played all the finals and we're like, okay, cool. Like, do we get excited for the next time they play the next final? Or is it going to be like, oh, they're playing the final again? Are we going to get, like... Because everyone's excited because it's like they've never played here, right? But when they do, it's like, okay, what's the next exciting thing for Sinkeraz? Like, what are we getting excited for next? Is the French Open final going to be as exciting? I mean, they're never going to play better than last year's one, right? They're never going to... It's never going to be as good as the original. Just like the Wimbledon final 23, the 24 final was nowhere near the same. Olympic final, yeah, but that's in 2 years. We got to wait 2 years to get excited about Sinkeraz final. It'll be. I don't know. I don't know the answer. I'm just asking the question. I don't know. Maybe we get excited because they play again and again and again, and we're like, oh wow, okay. But I don't know. I'd rather them not play this year, so then we can wait for that. We wait for that final. You know, it doesn't happen straight away. We're like, oh, and then we can get excited for whenever it does happen. If it just happens, it's like, oh, okay. It'd be cool to have like that not happen yet. Keep that final till later. I'll tell you what though, I think a Wimbledon rematch final would be better than a final the French will here. I think Wimbledon final, Sinkeraz Wimbledon final, again, like rematch, I think that would be way more interesting than maybe the final here. For their rivalry. Because like Sinner, you know, obviously won last year. Alcaraz was trying to win 3 in a row. Alcaraz, I think, has lost both matches against Sinner at Wimbledon too. So like I think that's more interesting. Like a Sinkeraz rematch would be, if I had to pick one Sinkeraz final I want to see, that's the one. Wimbledon final. The big three rivalry kept giving us new matches. Yeah, but that's because there was 3 of them. And Murray as well. So it felt... It was different with them because we had a different combination. When there's just 2 guys, it's just 2 people in this final, right? But when you put in Djokovic as well as Federer and Nadal, then you could get, you know, one of 3 finals, right? And then you add Murray. And it's like one of 4 finals, right? Well, one of... you know what I'm saying? You could have Federer or Murray, or it could be Djokovic Murray, or it could be Nadal Murray, or Federer Djokovic, or Federer Nadal, or Djokovic Murray. You know, like, there's just so many different combinations that could be between those 4. When it's just 2 guys, it's only going to be Sinner Alcaraz. There's no Sinner Alcaraz and, right? Whereas, like, we could have, like, the same... again, that's why they were so... I guess once it got to the semifinals for the Big 4, that's when it got interesting, right? It was like, oh, now we're here. Who's going to be in the final, right? Whereas now we're like, oh, we're in the semis. Sinner Alcaraz. Final. At least Big 3 had Murray, Stan, and Delpo. I mean, yeah, Delpo and Stan were super threats, right? French Open also, Sinner lose to Alcaraz 2 times. True. Maybe Fonseca, Draper? Maybe. I mean, Draper feels like Rune and Draper and Feast when they come back. By the way, we should really start giving Musetti a chance to prove himself against them. I would have, you know what I would have rather? This tournament had Djokovic versus De Minaur in the quarters and then Alcaraz versus Musetti. I think that, if we had switched those 2 guys around, that would have been a lot better at this stage. We might get Musetti versus Sinner, but I don't know. I feel like Musetti Alcaraz, and then De Minaur versus Djokovic at this tournament would have been a lot better to watch. More interesting because De Minaur can beat Djokovic, and Musetti to play Alcaraz in a quarterfinal would have been really, because Musetti had Alcaraz on the ropes at the French until he got hurt. He had him in the ropes on the ropes at the Monte Carlo until he got hurt, right? Like Musetti right now feels like against Alcaraz could be really, really interesting, but he has to play Sinner. So, and Djokovic. So, but maybe we should be starting to say Mussetti's the disruptor if he can get to Sinner Alcaraz. Because Musetti is at least healthy, whereas Draper is not at the moment, and Rune's out, right? So we can't have Draper, Rune feast, but Musetti's here. Why couldn't it be Musetti? On clay? Yeah, I know Musetti's better on clay, but he's kind of proven himself this week on hardcourt pretty well. Yeah, I don't want to see Musetti Sinner on a hardcourt. That's what I'm saying. It would have been more interesting to see Musetti versus Alcaraz on a hardcourt. But you know, we do what we... Well, look, we could. I mean, look, if Sinner lost to Shelton or whatever, and then Musetti gets to the final, yeah. But that's a big if. I mean, that's Shelton beating Sinner in night is going to be really tough. Yeah, I'm excited for Musetti Djokovic tomorrow. I think that's going to be a great contest. Like, we're going to get a real good match tomorrow in that one. That would be, even if it's a straight sets match, it's going to be we're going to learn something in that match. Zverev Djokovic final? Maybe. I mean, it's a long shot, but... Anyways, I'm getting out of here. But thank you for sticking around. Man, bit of a bummer. We had a good match. We had one good match. The other matches were I mean, the Svitolina match was a shock, which, you know, at least provided that shock. But this match tonight went the way that it should have, I guess. You know, the way that we all expected. And then the Jovic-Sabalenka match probably went the way we expected. At least Tian Zverev was interesting. That was a probably really interesting match. Tomorrow, I'm guessing we're going to have two good matches. I mean, it would be devastating if we had no good matches tomorrow. If they're all straightforward, the favorites win, no upset, no pushing, no nothing. If tomorrow was that, that kind of sucks. But I'm hoping that we're going to get a couple of bangers tomorrow, at least two. Or we might get some demolitions like, you know, Anisimova or Rybakina getting crazy and just like putting the foot down. That would be a statement because then Sabalenka would have to take notice, right? So like maybe that happens. That'd be interesting. Men's matches tomorrow. I mean, the Shelton match versus Sinner, I'm less optimistic that it's going to be... I think the Musetti match is probably going to be maybe closer with Djokovic because Musetti's playing at a very, very interesting level and Djokovic had a day off and hasn't really had to play much and hasn't had to play much tennis, like, you know, high-level tennis, really. But Musetti's might bring that out of him. But that's tomorrow. Today's over. That's it. Day 11, day 10. We're in day 11. We're getting to the serious stuff now. We've only got like 7-8 matches left. But Alcaraz is going to play Zverev. That's the semi-final, first semi-final. He takes on Zverev, and they've only played once in the last like 18 months. So that'll be interesting. Obviously, Zverev has beaten Alcaraz here before. So a bit of a revenge match for Alcaraz, maybe. But Alcaraz beats De Minaur 7-5, 6-2, 6-1. Be back again tomorrow.